Hi, my name is Danielle Phillips. I am a marriage and family therapist here in Cleveland, Tennessee. I work primarily with children and adolescents, and today I want to talk to you about encouraging cooperation with kids, with students. If you have worked with kids, or maybe you have your own kids, maybe you're a teacher, you know that kids can be uncooperative at times. Usually, if you're a teacher, there's maybe one student that's a little bit more difficult than the rest, and that is normal, it's natural. Sometimes different personalities clash, and some kids are just more strong willed than others. And so it can be really frustrating, though, because as a teacher, you are really responsible for the safety and the well being of your students, and you're also trying to maintain a sense of order, a sense of structure. You're trying to get things done. So, a lot of times when children are not cooperative with us, it can cause a little bit of a panic on the inside because we're the teacher, we're the parent, right? We have this idea that we're supposed to have this authority, and maybe if we were good at our jobs or if we were a great parent, that our kids would just listen. Well, that's not true. That's false. That may be what culture preaches, or maybe you've gotten those messages somewhere else, but that's not true. Children are growing, developing people with their own mind, will, emotions, and we've got to respect that while also helping them to follow the rules and keeping the order and structure that we need. So, how can we do that without going into panic mode? It's really simple. Giving information. Well, what do I mean by that? Well, I've seen some of you teachers at work, and you already naturally do this, right? So let's say there are toys on the floor and you need those toys picked up. You've maybe said, pick up the toys, pick up the toys, pick up the toys, right? I've seen others of you say, hey, pick up the toys. When we don't pick up the toys, people can trip, or you can get hurt, or our toys get damaged when we don't pick them up. So that's a lot more helpful for your student to understand why it's important to pick up the toy. And that doesn't have to be a lengthy, long lecture. It can be very simple. Toys are for picking up. Toys are for putting in the bin. We put our toys in the bin so that we know where our toys are next time. We put our toys up so the toys don't get hurt. Simple statements like that really encourage cooperation because you're giving them the information they need to understand why it's important. Or maybe it's they're needing to sit on the floor during center time. Hey, we sit on the floor so that everyone can listen, so that everyone can hear, and no one is distracted. Saying short, simple statements like that, again, encourages cooperation. Let me give you an adult example. Let's say you have a deadline that you are needing to meet, right? And if your boss just comes in the door and says, hey, I need this from you right now, how likely are you to cooperate with what they're asking? You may cooperate out of fear, out of the fact that you need the job, but you're going to be pretty angry and discouraged maybe from that interaction because they're coming in, they're slinging the door open harshly, right? And saying, I need this right now, versus a boss who just came in calmly and said, hey, I need this by noon today because I'm having to meet my quota. If they came in calmly and just gave you a little bit of information on why they're needing it so promptly, you would be more likely to cooperate. They didn't have to give you a lecture. They didn't have to go into this whole long, detailed information why they needed it right now. They just gave you just enough information to empower you to cooperate. And that's what we're trying to do with our students. We're giving them the information they need to understand the importance of the cooperation at an age appropriate level. So I hope that helps. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me. Thank you.